Hello students, so I'm back with another video from Vistas important chapter Journey to the End of the Earth. Now we are to start from page 21. So let's start it. Students on Ice, the program I was working with on the Cbse aims to do exactly this by taking high school students to the ends of the world and providing them with inspiring educational opportunities which will help them foster a new understanding and respect for our planet. Now you are to learn certain things. First of all, academic Cbse is the name of vessel we have already read, and the program now of which this writer was part of. Okay, this program's name is Students on Ice. And what was the motive? What was the aim of this program? Actually, they wanted to take students, high school students, who are full of enthusiasm, who are full of energies, who are full of ideas. So the aim was to take these students to Antarctica so that with their own eyes they can see whatever is happening to the globe. So where we are our actions are actually giving a threat to the globe. So that was the purpose. That's why these students were taking to the end of the world, okay, that is Antarctica, so that they get educational opportunities to inform themselves. It's been in operation for 6 years now. Now for last 6 years students are being taken, but before that it was not students. Okay, so we will see before that it was who were being taken, who these people were. It's been in operation for 6 years. Underline the 6 years. If you get MCQs, then this can be the question. So 6 years now, headed by Canadian Geoff Green. Underline this also, again MCQ question, or otherwise also you need to mention this number of years and who was the person. Okay, that is Canadian Geoff Green, and it was headed by this person. And what he was actually now doing for the last 6 years, he was taking students. But earlier when he started this program, it was not students, it was actually very rich people and those who were celebrities, those who could pay to go to Antarctica. He was taking them only, okay, because he wanted that people should come and see with their own eyes, okay, what the threat is to the globe. But then this Canadian Geoff Green, who got tired of carting celebrities and retired, rich curiosity seekers who could only give back in a limited way. Actually, when he started this program, he was taking rich people, celebrities, but then he saw that these people, they are having enthusiasm. But the thing is, they are already rich or they are already working. They don't have that much time. So they have their own families. So sometimes they have enthusiasm, they have ideas also. But when they come back from Antarctica and they want to give also to society or to teach society or to take some actions to save our planet, but then they don't get time because they are always preoccupied with their other jobs. So he got tired because he saw that these people are not able to give back to society, but which was the purpose of Geoff Green. So that's why then he started taking students, because students are full of ideas, full of energy. They are also enthusiastic to do something for society, and when they go over there and when they realize the threat, so the chances are that they will be more into doing something to save planet. So this important question you may get, that why he started taking students, though earlier he had started this program taking celebrities. With Students on Ice, he offers the future generation of policymakers a life-changing experience at an age when they are ready to absorb, learn, and most importantly act. Because these young students, they learn, they absorb, and then they act also, which was missing with those rich people. The reason the program has been so successful is because it's impossible to go anywhere near the South Pole and not be affected by it. She said why this program became very popular. Why? Because it was not possible that you go to Antarctica near South Pole and you say that you are unaffected. This cannot happen. You are certainly affected, and affected in a positive way. Means certainly you want to do something to save the globe. It's easy to be blaze about polar ice caps melting while sitting in the comfort zone our respective latitude and longitude. To be blaze about means to remain unaffected. She says it is easy to remain unaffected when you see certain ice melting in all these programs on Discovery Channel, sitting in your drawing rooms. So if you are just watching the programs, sitting in your drawing rooms, in your comfort zone, it is easy that you remain unaffected. But it is not that easy. It is impossible that still you will remain unaffected when you go over there. No. This was the actually purpose, that when students go over there, they will be certainly affected and will be ready to do something to save planet. But when you can visibly go see glaciers retreating and ice shelves collapsing, you begin to realize the real threat of global warming, to your planet. Means you get to know that the threat of global warming is really very real. Antarctica. Now again this para is important for short question for the simple ecosystem. Means what is the ecosystem at Antarctica? Antarctica, because of her simple ecosystem and lack of biodiversity, we have already read there are no human markers, means no trees even. Lack of biodiversity is the perfect place to go to study how little changes in the environment can have big repercussions, means big results. Take the microscopic phytoplankton. Now phytoplankton is very small, we can say tiny or tiniest form of plants or animals, which you can't even see with your naked eye. So you need to take microscope. So take the microscopic phytoplankton. Those grasses, now it is given, but what is phytoplankton? Those grasses of the sea that nourish and sustain the entire Southern Ocean's food chain. Though they are very tiny, but even then they are very important food chain. So means you get to realize here, even the smallest is very important for the balance of this globe. These single-celled plants use the sun's energy to assimilate carbon and synthesize organic compounds in that wondrous and most important of processes called photosynthesis. So photosynthesis till 10th you have already, if you are not science students, even then you know what is the process of photosynthesis. So this is what she is trying to say, that here even the smallest phytoplankton is there, and that is important for the food chain over there. So we get to know that smallest is also that important. Scientists warn that a further depletion in the ozone layer will affect the activities of phytoplankton, which in turn will affect the lives of all marine animals and birds of the region and the globe and the global carbon cycle. In the parable of phytoplankton, now it is there to affect. In the parable of phytoplankton, there is a great metaphor for existence. And what is that? Take care of small things and the big things will fall into place. You can underline this line. This line can come as question also. That what message, in what way we must get this message, that you take care of the smallest thing and the biggest thing will automatically fall into place. My Antarctic experience. Now this again can come as big question, long question. My Antarctic, now this is one of the experiences. My Antarctic experience was full of such epiphanies. Epiphanies means memorable moments. So she said there are many memorable moments of those 2 weeks, but she's here narrating one big moment. Okay, that memory. My Antarctic experience was full of such epiphanies, but the best occurred just short of the Antarctic Circle at 65.55 degrees south. The Shkaliski, now what had happened? The Szkolenski, academic Szkolenski. This you are to learn the full spelling of academic Szkolenski. The Szkolenski had managed to wedge herself into a thick white stretch of ice. Wedge means to bang, to hit. So there, this ship actually it hit against into a thick white stretch of ice between the peninsula, underline where it happened, between the peninsula and Tadpole Island, which was preventing us from going any further. Now because of this bank, they were not able to now go further. So the captain decided we were going to turn around. So he decided that we should not take back. So we were going to turn around and head back north. But before we did, we were all instructed to climb down the gangplank and walk on the ocean, because they were to take turns. So that's why the captain said that you first of all, you all get down so that it is easy for me to take the turn. So they get down and they started walking on the ocean. Ocean means frozen ice. So there we were, all 52 of us. Now underline 52. From here we get to know what was the number. This program is student on ice. So what was the number in total? They were 52. So all 52 of us kitted out in Gore-Tex and glares. So kitted out means they decorated themselves, means they wore. And what they wore? Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex here is, we can say, ice boots. Okay, rubber boots, ice boots, and glares and goggles. So this is what they now wore because they were to walk. Walking on a stark whiteness that seemed to spread out forever. And she said it was a wonderful experience to walk on the white sheet. Okay. Underneath our feet was a meter thick ice pack, and underneath that ice pack 180 meters of living, breathing salt water. So underneath there was salt water. In the periphery means around that area, outside that area, in the periphery, crab beaters, seals were stretching and sunning themselves on ice floes, means that floating ice. They saw that on floating ice, they saw crab eater seals also. So on ice floes, much like stray dogs will do under the shade of banyan tree. Like here we see dogs taking rest under the tree because it's very hot, and there they saw these seals, crab eater seals, okay, sitting on the ice floes. It was nothing short of a revelation. So nicely it was revealing something. Okay, so nothing short of revelation. Everything does indeed connect. And actually everything was connecting itself. That this is life here and how we are to save our planet. Otherwise, if we are not able to save our planet, that part of the planet, automatically this planet will vanish. 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water, and many ecospheres later, I was still wondering about the beauty of balance to play on our planet. So this is beauty in balance. Why? Because on one side it's very hot, in the other side it's very, very cold, but there is balance. Nature is doing it, and if we are not correcting ourselves, then we will be just disturbing this balance. How would it be if Antarctica were to become the warm place that it once used to be? So there only when you go, then you realize that this melting, ice, it is giving us a warning that danger is there in near future. So we are to correct ourselves. Will we be around to see it, or would we have gone the way of the dinosaurs, mammoths, and woolly rhinos? So this can happen to human beings also, that no human being will be left if naturally nature is not left, if the global warming continues like this. Who is to say? But after spending 2 weeks with a bunch of teenagers who still have the idealism to save the world, all I can say is that a lot can happen in a million years, but what a difference a day makes. Means spending even one day over there and just studying our planet, just thinking about the balance of this planet, maybe this will be enough for us to take some action. And that was the purpose of the students on ICE, that students, if they go, they will certainly try to do something, okay, or to bring a change in the society by saving environment. I hope this chapter is now clear to you. Just give a reading, an honest reading, watching this video. Means sometime, this is what I know you do, that you just open a video, watch it for 2-3 minutes, and then you stop it. Either you feel you have understood, now this is enough, or you feel this is too boring. But children, within 2 minutes, if you say you have understood everything, this is wrong. This is a cheating with yourself. So don't do it. Watch full video, understand everything, then only you will be able to say that yes, you have prepared for English. Thank you.